All right, Cleveland's breaking news leader continuing to follow breaking news in the city of Youngstown, right in downtown Youngstown. A confirmed gas-related explosion, several taken to the hospital. The extent of those injuries at this point is unknown.
We do know they are still evacuating people from that area. Jeff Slauson joining us now with new information and some new video just in, Jeff.
Yeah, so video of actually when the explosion happened. I spoke to somebody who works in the downtown Youngstown area, and they said after the explosion took place, essentially what officers were trying to do is evacuate the area as soon as possible. Now, what you're going to see in some of the photos that we're going to show you is the debris field that is left from it, all resulting from the explosion that you're about to see. Now, this again taking place at a Chase Bank in downtown Youngstown, and the video that does have that explosion, there it is, shows you the moments before and then after. Look how far that debris goes. You can see there's some sort of construction liners on the left and right hand side of the building, but you can definitely understand now why that impact caused so many people to hear that, and to see what that devastation is. Now, coming back out to where we are, let's show you exactly what that looks like from the ground here. So this is from the one side of the building, excuse me, where you actually did see that explosion. Look at how far away that is. Now, that's some of those construction barriers that we were talking about and the debris that's been left as a result. Now, fire crews have been on the scene since that explosion happened at about 2:45 earlier today. We are waiting to confirm exactly how many people potentially were hurt in this, but a person that I spoke to said that they saw people being taken out by stretcher when they were leaving that area. Again, the main thing that people are trying to get across here is that you need to get out of the area as soon as possible. The last thing I want to show you here before, again, we are trying to get a little bit more information is the corner of the building. You can see directly through there to the other side. That building is in rough shape here. The explosion, very much so, still under investigation. How many people hurt, the status of the building, all things that we are currently looking into. And of course, if we find out any more information, we'll share that with you both on air and online.